welcome back to another episode of Father Roderick Talks Star Wars. And today I want to talk about episode 4, or chapter 4 of The Mandalorian. And I want to share with you some thoughts about 7 ways in which the story about the Mandalorian and Cara Dune and Baby Yoda mirrors another very familiar story, that of Joseph, Mary, and baby Jesus. Number 1. Both stories start with an unexpected annunciation. You will receive a child, the angel Gabriel tells Mary. And in a similar way, the Mandalorian is given the care of a child, even though he never thought that that's what he would find. And both Mary and the Mandalorian seem to have some reservations at first. This was not in their plans. And like Joseph in the Gospel, the Mandalorian first thinks of walking away, but then later willingly dedicates himself to the care of this child. Number 2. In both stories, we are not dealing with a normal child. The child will reveal itself to have abilities or powers that transcend human powers. They seem to be moved by a greater force. In the case of Jesus, the Holy Spirit. In the case of Baby Yoda, it is the Force. Number 3. Both Joseph and Mary, as well as the Mandalorian and Cara Dune, discover that parenthood, real or symbolic parenthood, sets you on a journey. And it's a journey that you don't always control. Joseph and Mary have to take the unborn child to Bethlehem because of the census. The Mandalorian and Cara have to take Baby Yoda and travel to a safe place on the planet Sorgan. Number 4. Both stories convey that sanctuary, which comes from the Latin word sanctus, which means holy, so it's a holy place, that a sanctuary is hard to find. Mary and Joseph experienced that on their journey to Bethlehem. They're looking for a safe place, but all the inns are close to them. In the same way here, the Mandalorian and Cara Dune try to find a safe place on Sorgan for the child, but it is very, very difficult to find a place where they can be safe. The sanctuary is hard to find. Number 5. In both stories, the child is in danger. Matthew's Gospel tells us how Herod sought to kill the newborn baby. In The Mandalorian, in a similar way, Baby Yoda almost gets killed by a bounty hunter, and the village is threatened by the Klatooinians. I think that's how you pronounce it. Number 6. In both stories, parents become protectors. In Chapter 4, the Mandalorian and Cara Dune are helping the villagers defend themselves against the Klatooinians and against the threat of the ATST, depicted almost as an infernal monster with glowing red eyes. In the Gospel, we read how Joseph was told by an angel to flee to Egypt with Mary and baby Jesus to escape from Herod's evil plans. Just like Joseph, the Mandalorian realizes that the planet Sorgan is not safe and that he has to take the child with him to protect it against its pursuers. And finally, number 7. In both stories, the parents learn that they are called to protect the child entrusted to them, but that they can't always control it. The child has a will of its own. Baby Yoda wanders off all the time, just like 12-year-old Jesus did when he got lost in Jerusalem. And this will probably lead up to further stories that show how much both children are driven by a greater force that transcends the grasp of those that were called to take care of them. So those were some of my thoughts about Chapter 4 of The Mandalorian. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoy this content, please share it with other people that may enjoy it as well. And in the meantime, I hope you have a great preparation time for Christmas. We're, after all, in the time of Advent. And I will talk to you soon. By the way, if you want to support me, check out patreon.com/FatherRoderick. May the Force be with you. See you next time.